Welcome to ASportsZones, hub to sports world news. Update on cricket: India's bowling prowess earned them another victory over West Indies, and Jasprit, Bumrah and Yuzvendra Chahal celebrate the dismissal of Carlos Brathwaite. When India's World Cup campaign began, they had no need for Mohammad Shami in their first choice 11. India already had Bumrah's swingers and Jasprit Bumrah's slingers, you see, supported by two high-quality wrist spinners. Please subscribe in our YouTube channel and follow and like us on Facebook #ASportsZones. Visit our site at www.asportszones.com for more sports update. It is a distillation of India's bowling prowess that, since Bumrah's foot injury elevated Shami from wearing a bib on the sidelines to taking the new ball, he has now taken 8 for 56. At Old Trafford, he followed up his hat-trick to deny Afghanistan victory last Saturday with this incisive new ball spell, which set India on the road to an almost ludicrously facile victory over the West Indies, who are now eliminated. For all the hype over the West Indies' pace attack, India's defence of their 268 for 7 was built upon the excellence of their own fast bowlers. Shami's 4 wickets and Bumrah's 2 were married with parsimony. Their combined figures, 12.2 overs, 6 for 25, were more in keeping with late 19th century games than what we had been told to expect in this World Cup. Bumrah is an extraordinary product of the IPL age, his Yorker and sheer variety of deliveries indispensable in all 3 phases of the game. Shami's style is less demonstrative, his quality is easier to ignore. But his muscular action generates good pace, his command of line and length is remorseless, and there is ample new ball swing too, as in a delivery that jagged back between Shai Hope's bat and front pad. Shami's height and wide release point makes his short ball particularly awkward. The delivery accounted for both Chris Gale, who could not clear mid-wicket with his pull, and O'Shane Thomas, who couldn't duck a brutish ball. So far this tournament, no one has used the new ball more shrewdly than India, who here restricted the West Indies to 29 for 2 in the first 10 overs, the lowest any team has scored in this period all tournament. Across the tournament, India concede a miserly 3.7 runs an over in the first power play. No other side concedes under 4.9. With Bumrah terrific against South Africa and Australia until sustaining a foot injury versus Pakistan, now back to fitness, India could easily accommodate 3 frontline quicks if conditions required. A great bowling attack is more than the sum of its parts, and India are as good an example as any as to why. Take Hardik Pandya, India's 5th bowler and clearly their weakest link. Virat Kohli likes to introduce him towards the end of the power play. Because Shami and Bumrah have almost invariably taken new ball wickets, new batsmen are left an unenviable choice: attack Pandya before they are fully settled, or allow him to squeeze in a few cheap overs and increase the run rate pressure. After Pandya had already been hit for 2 fours in an over, Sunil Ambre played across the line from an off-cutter and was leg before. This bowling prowess means, too, that when batting first, India can play with the pragmatism that Kohli and MS Dhoni displayed here. We can't always go in thinking it's a 300 wicket, KL said. No side is more adept at adjusting to when conditions require a rationalizing of expectations. As India laid waste to the West Indies' batting lineup, so the West Indies' World Cup hopes, they were still just about in the tournament despite not having won since their opening game, way back in May, moved from being zombie-like, dead but somehow not quite dead, to officially over. West Indies would have ruled an egregious missed stumping from Shai Hope, 8 runs into Dhoni's unbeaten 56. Their greatest regrets, though, will be in their frequently slapdash fielding and how, especially when they were poised to topple Australia 3 weeks ago, their batting has lacked judgment at crucial times. For 50-over cricket in the testing conditions that have been a feature of much of this tournament has its unique own rhythm. While their approach can sometimes appear stodgy, India understand as much. It all served to emphasize that, while Pandya is clearly the weakest link of India's bowlers, he is also not that weak, a first-change bowler who can consistently reach 85 miles per hour and pushes batsmen onto the back foot. Pandya is only really a weak link in the context of what comes around him. At Old Trafford, India's 4 frontline bowlers recorded combined figures of 9 for 99 from 28.2 overs. If there are legitimate concerns over both India's numbers 4 and 5 and the length of their tail, the potency of their bowling stocks have so far rendered these moot. If you have any comments or suggestion, feel free to comment below. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe in our YouTube channel and follow and like us on Facebook #ASportsZones. For more sports update, visit our site at www.ASportsZones.com. Do not forget to click the notification bell.